Hey, this is Mark Shepard, and it's time for another Sunday message. Here's the thing, though. I got COVID. I got a mild case, but my dad's in the hospital again, both with a UTI and COVID, and so we need some prayers coming this way. We're also sending some prayers out. It was just one of those weeks. Like, it started out great. Like, I walked almost 20,000 steps on Monday, setting up a new area for the sheep and the dogs and the new little lamb. And that was working fine. My brush mower was working great. Tuesday, I went to town and got my oil changed. Felt fine. Then I think later Tuesday morning, I just started feeling really tired and draggy and achy. And I thought nothing of it because I just mowed a bunch of grass, so I was congested. And sometimes that happens when I mow grass. And I just walked twice as far as I normally walk every day. So I was thinking, oh, I guess my muscles, are not as in shape as I thought they were, because I was feeling initially fine. And then I don't know what else happened. I think Wednesday a pig was born. Piglets were born for rubber tummy. She only had 2. And then Thursday morning, Dad woke up and he was not right. He couldn't finish his sentences. He couldn't put on his prosthesis. And I thought he was having a stroke again. But get him to the hospital. We were focused on the UTI thing. I just thought I had a little cold. I didn't even feel feverish. And so I did all my chores, and it turns out by the end of the day, they figured out that he had COVID, which meant that I had COVID. So I came home and tested myself, and sure enough, I was positive. And then, so they didn't want me in the hospital anymore, so I can't go visit him. And the next day, Friday, Friendly Freckles had her lamb, but the darn dog Spike got in between the lamb and Friendly Freckles, and the lamb started bonding onto Spike, and Spike started protecting it from its mom, and that was a mess, and I really felt crappy by that point. So, but I went out and I put the dogs in another fence inside the paddock and led the sheep over to where the lamb was all by herself at that point, and Friendly Freckles, I think, bonded on to the lamb because she started licking it, and she hadn't even finished her afterbirth process, and so that happened, and so I think that's okay. So I'm not going to do much of a Sunday message today. I guess the takeaway for all of us is that stuff happens. And particularly in farming, as in pretty much any area of life, stuff happens you don't expect. Things are put upon your shoulders that perhaps you hadn't intended on having on your shoulders. And you just gotta, one step at a time, keep going. Life goes on, baby. So, not sure what song to play, and I'm gonna drink my coffee, and then I'm gonna put together some of the footage from this week. Pick a song and send it out, because I love you folks, and I appreciate all your support and encouragement. And I made a commitment to do a Sunday message every week, every single week. So we're going to do it. All right. Peace, love, and grooviness. Amen.
She tells me I'll have to mind my manners when the child arrives. I tell her I'll only be responsible until the child smiles. And all the laughter fills us up inside and makes us feel alive. And all the tears of joy that come and go and then decide to stay for a while. Tell me your secrets, I'll tell you mine. Daylight comes early, and oh, I feel fine. A child is born. A child is born. Oh, my child, I love the way you look at me when you first awake. I love the way you flail your arms and the funny sunny sounds you make. Tell me your secrets, I'll tell you mine. Daylight comes early, and oh, I feel fine. A child is born. A child is born. The days and nights that brought us here blend into something that resembles time. Don't be tight, I always want to be with you. I always want you to be mine. Tell me your secrets, I'll tell you mine. Daylight comes early, and oh, I feel fine. A child is born. A child is born. Now she told me I'd have to mind my manners when the child arrived. And I told her I'd only be responsible until the child smiled. Oh, my darling, tell me your secret, I'll tell you mine. Daylight comes early, and oh, I feel fine. A child is born. 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 A child is born.
Good girl. I think she might still be in labor. We're gonna leave her be. So that was A Child is Born with some hopefully good footage for you of lambs and piglets, which is really the most important thing that happened this week. Life coming in to this experience of the world. And I hope you have a wonderful week. As always, my prayers and thoughts go out to you, to those in your life who could use them, and maybe you can use them. And there's always some of us who don't think we need them, but we all need prayers. And we all need to realize that whatever the week dishes up to us, it's temporary. All good things and all not so good things are temporary. Everything is temporary, but what a gift. What a gift to be alive in May of 2023. And I wish you all well and all the best for the rest of this week. And thank you for your prayers and your support and your encouragement. My dad is doing better. He's stable. I'm starting to feel a little better. And it's that time of year when it's just, everything is just popping. Things are being born. Things are blooming. Grass is growing. The ducks are getting frisky over here too. So anyway, that's it for this week. I'll leave you with just a couple of clips of some of the other things that happened this week. And on the way home from the hospital Thursday night, there was an amazing sunset, and I wanted to share that with you. So much more is coming. More sheep, more pigs. We have 2 other girl pigs that haven't even started yet, so that's it. And we have a couple of sheep that still have something to go, and here come the ducks. They seem to think it's time for their mealworm hit. They are mealworm addicts. And that's it for now. Peace, love, grooviness. Over and out. Amen. What's going on, number 2? I have been focused more on the sheep and the dogs than on the cows lately. Cows are nice. They really don't need a whole lot. They don't, you know, like my dogs need to be brushed. I've been brushing them like a lot every day. What are you doing there, Tinkerbell? You're not due for a little while though yet. I think you're in more of August. Okay, come. Good boy. Good girl. Sit. Luna's like, why do I always have to sit? Why do I always have to sit? He says because he's dumb. I'm smarter than that. I don't have to sit. Oh, okay. I'll sit. But I'm going to kind of do it at an angle. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Good girl. I need 2 hands to give you treats. Yes. Good boy, good girl. And that's... They don't know where to go. They're letting me get very close to them because they're afraid of leaving the safety of the known. Oh, okay. There you go. Wander around. Have fun. Have a great day. Got my glove. So who picks it up but Spike? Sit down. Sit down. You're a good boy. You deserve a lovey cub. You deserve a lovey cuddle. But I'm not done setting out the fence, and I gotta get you water, and I gotta get you shade. So I gotta go. I can't just spend all day rubbing you. I know that's what you want, Your Majesty. Rub, rub, rub. All day long. Come here, baby. She's like, I don't have to. Just because you have 2 legs and I have 4 doesn't mean I have to listen to you. I'd rather just look at these sheep. My job is to protect them. Or eat them, depending on my mood. No, you have to protect them. Oh, okay. Whatever. Spike. Spike wants to be petted constantly. It's just his deal. Yeah. But David Lamb he's really growing. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. Hey, buddy. Hi. I like the fact that he lets me touch him. But sometimes rams, if you're too friendly with them. Hey, bud. Hey. Hey. Sometimes if you're too friendly with them, they can become pretty aggressive because they think you're a sheep or that they're human or something. This is all I do now with the dogs is I just kind of brush them. That's like a minute